Hey, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal.
I'm Andy O.
And we are KAMMA, about to talk about UFC 324, Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett. And this is our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the prelims. Just finished watching the fucking weigh-ins, ceremonial weigh-ins. Face-offs were amazing. I'm super pumped up and hyped. Definitely got to let you guys know that we lost a fight. Unfortunately, it is the fight with Cameron Smotherman versus Ricky Tercios. A crazy thing happened after the weigh-in. Cameron Smotherman passed out. He fainted and literally face planted on the ground. It was really crazy to see. You get the videos on YouTube. You guys should watch it. Absolutely insane. So we lost that fight, unfortunately. But
Yeah, he couldn't get up. His eyes were rolling in back of his head.
it was pretty crazy, man. So yeah, there's one less fight. Now we're down to 12 fights. Let's talk about the first fight: Adam Fugitt versus Ty Miller. Who you got here, Andy O?
Okay, here I'm still going to go with Ty Miller here. He's a pretty big guy, Ty Miller. Going to have some size on Fugitt here. Fugitt's
Excuse me.
a southpaw, so he may cause some problems at the beginning for Ty Miller, but the longer it goes, I think Ty Miller is going to find his range, pepper this guy with shots, and potentially even get a knockout. So I'm going to call Ty Miller by decision, 70% or knockout.
Yeah, man, in this face-off, man, you could see Ty Miller. This guy is much taller than Adam Fugitt. He's in great shape, too. He's a big, huge guy. You can see he's way thicker and bigger than Adam Fugitt. He's more muscular. Adam Fugitt is a little bit more ripped, but he is skinnier, as you can see. Yeah, man, I'm definitely still on the Ty Miller side here to get the win by knockout or decision. I just think that his size and his strength, the power, is going to make a difference here. He just has to be careful with Adam Fugitt's submission game and not to get caught in anything stupid or get taken down too much. So, yeah, we're in agreement still with Ty Miller by knockout or decision for me. Let's move on up to the next fight.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Ty Miller may not, if Adam Fugitt wrestles, he has a wrestling background, so that's something to watch out for. We'll see.
That's it. That's why I'm saying he's got to be careful not to get taken down too many times there. All right, next fight, we got Josh Hockett against Denzel Freeman. Denzel Freeman's a huge guy, super big guy. You can see that he's a little bit bigger than Josh Hockett. And I mentioned, you guys see he's wearing the glasses there. So he does wear glasses, and I was talking about that sometimes when I noticed in the fight that he looked like he wasn't like able to see certain punches coming at him in that shitty fight, that first fight that he faced against Bujlo there. I wasn't impressed that Marek Bujlo was able to land some punches on him that I thought Freeman could have avoided. Josh Hockett looks amazing. He is in phenomenal shape. He's more ripped than Freeman. He's a big dude as well, and he looks really great. I'm still sticking with Josh Hockett to get the win here. I got him winning Josh Hockett by knockout or submission. I think he's going to finish Denzel Freeman in this one.
Yeah, he looks like he could kind of take a shot so far with Josh Hockett. Still kind of unproven here, but I do think the UFC is trying to push him here. And if Freeman is half blind in there, all the more reason to pick Hockett. Denzel Freeman, though, one thing about him, in case anyone was interested, is he's the 26th ranked Greco-Roman wrestler in the world.
Yeah, he's a very good wrestler, but Josh Hockett can wrestle too, so it's good.
So if he decides to pull out some of that wrestling, let's see how Josh Hockett's football background can handle that. But give me Josh Hockett here by a knockout or a decision.
Yeah, it was funny in the face-offs there. Josh Hockett was talking some shit to him. I don't know what he was saying to him, but it made Freeman laugh there. It was kind of funny. You could see this picture right here that you took here, Andy. Oh, great picture. This is where he was whispering some shit to him there, and he was laughing. It was funny. All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got none other than Michael Johnson against Alexander Hernandez. Who you have here, Andy O?
Here, I want Michael Johnson to win this fight for me. I never asked you for anything before. I don't think I've ever picked him before. It's crazy. But then again, not so crazy. I still think he's capable of beating very good guys. I think he's capable of beating for Hernandez here. He's on a nice run. I find Hernandez, while he's jacked, he has a lot of power. He looks pretty ripped here. He's probably stronger than Michael Johnson, but he does gas out sometimes, and I find that while he does have decent foot movement, he stays straight and he doesn't move his head that much. So I see Michael Johnson getting some through there and getting a win here by decision or knockout. Running for the title, Michael Johnson. Another run at the title here.
This is going to be a close fight, man. I mean, I think it's closer than people think. It's going to be a close fight.
Well, the odds are exactly even, so.
There you go. It might go to decision. Look, Hernandez, though, the bigger guy, Alexander Hernandez, you can see the size here. He's in phenomenal shape. This guy is super ripped to the gills, muscular, built, looks phenomenal. Michael Johnson also looks in great shape. He's also ripped and pretty built, but he's much leaner than Alexander Hernandez. He's definitely not as big. You can see Alexander Hernandez much bigger. Look at his back. You can see he's just a big guy here compared to Michael Johnson. But Michael Johnson is a good boxer, so Hernandez is going to have to make sure that his boxing is up to par, and also that he makes sure that he blocks with his hands here, blocks some of those sharp punches by Michael Johnson. I would like to see Hernandez land some of those overhand rights, overhand lefts that he has, good hooks as well, those powerful punches he has. We've seen Michael Johnson get slept before. I'm going still with Alexander Hernandez here to win by knockout or decision. All right, so we're in disagreement with this one here. Let's move on up to the next fight. Here we got Alex Perez against Charles Johnson. This one here, Alex Perez, he did miss weight, so he's going to have to give up some of his money to Charles Johnson here. Looking at these guys, man, Charles Johnson, much taller guy. He's in great shape. He's built. Brought out his daughter, too, in the face-offs there.
I never like them bringing out their young kids to these things.
I don't like when they do that either, man. He brought out his daughter, but let's hope that doesn't affect him here. I think he's going to come out here and get the job done. Alex Perez, though, is kind of dangerous, though, but I think, though, he's just a little bit, washed a little bit. He's been injured so much. Lost 4 out of his last 5 fights. Charles Johnson's got that height and reach advantage. Give me Charles Johnson. I'm still sticking with him to win by submission or decision. I think a possible submission could happen. I mean, Perez has lost 6 fights by submission. I'll take Johnson by sub or decision in this one.
I don't think he's washed. I just think he's fragile, and he has that weakness for those chokes there, those gillies, and even last time he lost to one. So I think that's the only reason I'm kind of staying away from that submission calls, because to get subbed again the same way, he just got subbed not too long ago.
Yeah, Asuel Mabayev got him in a guillotine choke in the last fight.
But leave it to Alex Perez to dangle his neck out there. So yeah, it probably is on the table. I'm going with Charles Johnson here. I love the way he finished his last fight. I expecting us to stink it up probably in the first round, but to end up taking over after that, and maybe even latching that sub. But Charles Johnson is more of a decision guy. Another thing, Charles Johnson does not get finished, so Alex Perez is going to have to do that in order to win. Don't see it happening. Give me Charles Johnson by decision or sub.
Nice, man. We're in agreement with this one here. Also, we talked about it, man. The height advantage here, you can see it here. And the 5-inch reach advantage, man, is going to be a good thing for Charles Johnson to clip.
Yeah, let's hope so. Sometimes he finds a way of phone booth fighting, even when he has the
Yeah, you're right. He likes to move forward, but I'm hoping that as he's moving forward, he clips him from a good distance there with his punches. All right, so we're in agreement with Charles Johnson. Now, getting to the next fight here, this fight is going to be Nikita Krylov versus...
Against the Baltic Gladiator. Remember when we first saw this guy, I said, hey, it's the best, Estonian? whatever he is. I said it's like
The
the best.
Baltic,
The best.
yeah, Baltic Gladiator, yeah.
Yeah, well, there's three Baltics, right? So one of them he is, which I forget. But I thought it was funny that I said, "Hey, he's the best Latvian fighter of all time." And you know what? It may be true. He may be actually the best Baltic fighter of all time.
Yeah, man. So who you got here in this one?
This one here, I got to stick with the Baltic. Hold on here.
A
Yeah,
Baltic Gladiator.
he's Lithuanian. That's it. So I said he was the best Lithuanian of all time. Now possibly the best Baltic of all time. I'm saying we're heading into the legendary Bukauskas mode here because if you didn't notice, he's got that nice little earring on here. That nice little
Yeah.
gold earring. You can see Nikita Krylov here giving a smirk, thinking, "I don't like your earring," and Bukauskas is like, "I don't like you." You know, so I think Krylov is on the downslope, as we talked about before. I think he's chinnier than he ever was, and he's not going to change his style in order to protect himself, I don't think. What you see is what you're going to get. Bukauskas, on the other hand, not only does he look in the best shape of his career lately, he's also fighting better, I find. He's actually gotten better since he got that a really bad knee injury. Took some time off after that. I think he was in the UFC initially, then he got kicked out, then he came back. So I like seeing guys that really show improvement after getting booted out the first time. And I think he's going to weather earlier Krylov storm, be good on his feet, even go for a takedown if the opportunity presents itself later on. But I see him just finding Krylov's chin when Krylov leaves a wide, humongous opening that's bound to happen at some points or another. So yeah, give me Bukauskas by knockout or sub. All of Krylov's fights end in a finish. So give me Bukauskas by finish.
Yeah, man, I'm right with you, man. Give me Modestas Bukauskas to win by KO or submission. He looks in phenomenal shape. Wow, this guy is ripped. He's built. He's muscular. He's huge. He looks amazing. Nikita Krylov also in decent shape as well. There, he's also kind of muscular and built as well, but just not compared to Modestas Bukauskas. He's in way better shape. Yeah, Nikita Krylov, you can see, look at his forehead there. He's got that Dudley boys, Devon Dudley with the fucked up forehead. They're all mushed up a bit there, his forehead.
Kind of like this sticking out, like kind of at the...
Yeah, getting smashed so much in the head there. Yeah, he's just been, he's been hurt so much, Nikita Krylov.
Yes, he's also had a lot of fights.
He's had a lot of fights, man. We're looking at, he's got a total of, 41 fights, 30 wins, 11 losses. And again, two bad knockouts in his last two fights, getting knocked out badly by Bogdan Guskov and getting knocked out by Dominic Reyes. So it's just bad knockouts.
Yeah. Also, it's like, you're coming back because he had that long layoff, remember? So he's coming back, and really his timing looked completely off when he got knocked out by Reyes. That was the first knockout back, right?
Yeah.
And then he got knocked out again, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like there's a line where you're gonna start blaming, you blame things on like lack of activity and rusty timing, but then there's a point you get knocked out like badly twice in a row where that's over and you start talking about the chinniness,
That's it, and it's not too long ago. 9 months ago, the first knockout by Reyes, and only 5 months ago, the knockout by Bogdan Guskov, and now he's fighting again, just only 5 months later against. I don't think it's smart. I don't think it's good. He didn't take enough time out. I think he's going to get knocked out again. So yeah, knockout or submission for me as well for Bukauskas. All right, so moving on up to the next fight here, man. This is absolutely amazing here. You can see here Atiba Gauthier versus Andrei Pulayev. Atiba Gauthier is absolutely incredible. This guy is a physical specimen, super built and ripped, muscular. He looks dangerous. Pulayev, surprisingly, a very tall guy too as well there. A little bit taller also than Atiba Gauthier. He's coming in at 6'4". And
you know what? A lot of that is actually the neck is longer and the head is longer.
Yeah, but I mean, they're supposed to be the same height. Atiba Gauthier and Pulayev were supposed to both be 6'4", but we can see here that Pulayev is a little bit taller. I don't know if it's maybe the shoes he's wearing or something, but We'll see come fight night in the cage. But yeah, Pulayev is a skinnier guy, though. You can see he's lanky, very skinny. He is ripped, of course, but no muscles. Gauthier is just huge compared to him. Way bigger, way more muscular and built. Give me a Thibaut Gauthier to knock Andre Pulayev's head clear off.
I'd love to see it keep the knockout streak alive for Thibaut Gauthier here.
Yeah, man. So you too, you got a Thibaut Gauthier.
Yeah, I'm looking for a Thibaut Gauthier to put away this guy in the last 2.5 minutes of the first round by knockout.
Nice.
I think Pulev may get a little, if he lasts long enough, may get a little dirty or frustrated or something like that, as he's been known to do.
Yeah, just worried about Pulayev trying to get the grappling, the wrestling going, because he can wrestle. So Gauthier's got to be careful. Hopefully Gauthier throws up a knee or an uppercut when Pulayev tries to shoot for that takedown. All right, so we're in agreement with Gauthier here. Let's move on up to the main event of the prelims. Guys, please hit that like button and subscribe. We got Umar Nurmagomedov against Davison Figueiredo. Who you got, Andio?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Umar here. He's slick in there, he's smooth in there, very, very well rounded, and I think he's gonna just overwhelm Figueiredo the longer this fight goes on, and probably get a finish in the third round. So I'm gonna go with submission or decision for Umar, 50-50 here. And I see a path for Figgy, though, is to be super aggressive, cause chaos, and try to latch on some kind of sub early on. That's his path because he thrives in chaos, but I think Umar is going to overcome that, get the win.
Yeah, well, Figueiredo missed weight, so again, he has to give up money in this one. He missed weight, so looking at these guys, of course, Nurmagomedov, he never takes off his shirt in the face-offs, but he's in good shape. He's ripped and he's pretty built. Figueiredo is, of course, a phenomenal physical specimen as well, always ripped and built and in great shape. He's back to the blonde hair, so he's going to be reckless and wild out there. I find every time he's got the black hair, the blonde hair, he goes crazy in the cage. When he has the brown hair, when he dyed it back, his natural color, he was a little bit more calmer, I thought, but then he was losing. So maybe that's why he's going back to blonde. We'll see what happens. But I think Umar Nurmagomedov gets the job done by submission or decision. Figueiredo might come out here guns a-blazing and get an upset, man. He's a huge dog in this one. Anyway, so there you have it. Our final thoughts, predictions, and breakdowns and face-offs for the prelims. Stay tuned to the main card coming up next.
Like and subscribe.
KA MMA. Let's get it.